What up guys, Andy back with Level 1, and today we have another review for you, and we are reviewing a keyboard. So keyboard reviews are something that I kind of want to do more of. I know we mostly do audio equipment and tech equipment, but as someone who games on PC primarily, this is something that I definitely want to bring more to you guys. And so today we have the Rosewill NEON K90 RGB keyboard. Okay, and it's a nice keyboard set at a lower price point for people that don't want to spend $200 on a premium competitive gaming keyboard, right? So this is available in two options, and you have the Kale, is it Kale? Kale? It's Kailh, right? Switches. So this one that we got to review has the blue switches, as you can see right here, little blue symbol. So this one has blue switches, which are supposed to be sort of like the cherry blues. So if you use cherry blues, this is supposed to be basically their version of the cherry blue, and they sound pretty good. Like, the keyboard is nice and sleek. The design is really amazing. It doesn't look or feel too much like a cheap keyboard, and it comes with a magnetic wrist rest. So the jury's still out on these things. Like, some people love them, some people hate them. I don't know. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Mostly I don't use it, but I connect it sometimes just to see if it actually does feel better. But honestly, who knows if those things actually do help your wrist or not. I'm not even 100% sure. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But it comes with one, and I like that it's not a click on or any of that. It's not gonna, you don't have to lift up the keyboard to put it on. It is magnetic, so you just put it right up against there and it connects automatically. So these are the switches right here. As you can hear, they have like a really nice click. Like, it's satisfying to press, right? The keyboard feels good. It feels great to type on, actually. And whether using it for gaming or using it for just straight up typing a paper or whatever, I actually really preferred how it felt when I was typing a long paper. Like, just the clicks and the continuous like going on with typing up that paper, like, it really does feel satisfying to press. Like, you want to click it, and it has that nice loud click. You might drive your roommates crazy, obviously, because it is kind of loud. It's a loud keyboard, but for the price, you can't go wrong. This thing retailed for $110, and you can find it out there right now for like $71.99 on Amazon, which is amazing. Plus, for a lower end keyboard, it has a lot of RGB lighting options, so many different synchronizations and customs things that you can do with it, whether it's like the waterfall effect, pressing, ripples, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it has so many different RGB options, and they all look amazing, and we'll show you some of those in a sec. The controls are really easy to use. There's dedicated RGB buttons at the top of the keyboard that you can mess with. Also, on the right side of the keyboard, if you press the scroll wheel, you can control either the brightness of the RGB by scrolling the wheel up or down, and then if you click it, you control the volume of the PC by scrolling the wheel up and down, so you can adjust both. This keyboard also had dedicated media keys that were really easy to use and really convenient at the top right. And also, it's just a full length keyboard that was great for either gaming or typing or just, regular office use. It really was nice and versatile, and for the price, you really can't go wrong. And it had something really amazing that lower end keyboards do not have, and it had two USB 2.0 pass-throughs. So if your USB space is limited, it has two pass-throughs on the top of the keyboard, which is absolutely amazing. You can plug in the wireless mouse right there into the keyboard, thereby freeing up any space or anything on your actual PC. So that was really great, especially for what you can pay for, like $75-80 with shipping. For a keyboard at that price, that's pretty awesome to have two USB pass-throughs, multiple RGB colors and styles that you can mess with, and that's even without downloading any software. Just straight from the keyboard you can change and customize different lighting styles, and then also the media keys and just how great it feels to type on this thing. One thing that I would say kind of detracted is that the keys are nice and big and they feel amazing to press, but the lettering can be a little bit hard to read with the RGB off, and there's a lot of space on the actual key, and they could have just utilized that space on the keycap and sort of made the letterings and the numbers a little bit bigger and bolder. So when the RGB is off, you can kind of like strain trying to read what letter is on the keycap or number or whatsoever. If you type or game all the time, obviously just by feel, you kind of know where you are. And because of that reason, I had no problem putting like swapping out a keycap, or also putting like a little piece of Control Freak like grip on the W or whatever, just so you know in the dark where your fingers are, if the keyboard is off or the RGB is off or whatever. So yeah, and it had another great feature where you could just push one button and turn off the Windows key, so that if you're gaming, you don't accidentally press the Windows key and alt tab out of your game. So that was another good feature that they threw in there. I thought it was really brilliant, and I also thought it was something that a lot of other keyboards should start implementing. Like, it was a genius idea. It's something that you didn't really know you wanted or needed, but it was good to have. I've been using this thing for hours at a time for multiple days. I've been using it for about 2 or 3 months now, and using it as my main keyboard for this review because I really wanted to test the durability, because as we know, keyboards can be great out of the box and then it's like a complete shit show a month later, and your keys are getting stuck or popping out, or even the frame is getting dented easily or whatever. And obviously for $100 on a keyboard, it's not the sturdiest build. It's not, you know, premium grade aluminum or anything like that, but for what the price is, it is surprisingly sturdy. And if you're not banging it around and stuff like that and just using it daily like I was, just gaming and doing regular office work, it'll hold up pretty fine. It's held up great so far. I haven't had any issues with it, and it's a reliable build. I thought it was great. Rosewill did a really great job. You could probably find this keyboard a little bit cheaper as the year goes on, further down the line, and they have a bunch of new models also coming out. So I think that for the average gamer or someone that just wants a good decent keyboard that they can game on and isn't trying to break the bank, I think that this is a great alternative to a lot of the cheap mechanical keyboards that you see flooding Amazon and eBay. And some of those are like complete knockoffs of like some of the name brand stuff, and some of it is cheaper brands trying to make their way into the market. And I know that some of you out there feel like, I'd rather spend, you know, $50 to $80 like once or twice a year on a keyboard than $200 on a keyboard that's gonna last me 2 years or whatever, or 3 years. But I think that with this Rosewill keyboard, how it's held up so far, I think that this is something where you can spend $70 for a keyboard that will still probably last you 2, 3, 4 years in advance. Like, it's really, really sturdy for the price, and also a great deal and easy to clean. Not too hard to clean at all, really. And so I think a lot of you will enjoy this keyboard, and I think a lot of you out there that don't want to spend a lot of money on stuff that is kind of premium, but you want at least some of those premium features, for $80 with all this RGB lighting, keyboard like set up with all the media control keys, the RGB control keys right on the top of the keyboard, 2 USB pass-throughs. I mean, I don't see you going wrong with this keyboard if you want to not spend a lot of money. Like, I think that this is the keyboard at the price point to beat right now. I haven't seen anything else at this price point that kind of really is a lot better than what Rosewill is doing right now. So make sure you check out that website. Check Amazon or Newegg. That's the two places where I saw it the cheapest, obviously. And yeah, so stay tuned. We have a lot of other reviews coming up for you soon. You know, quarantine 2020 is in full effect, and your boy has been putting time in on this keyboard for that quarantine. So make sure you stay tuned. We got a bunch of reviews coming for you, and stay safe out there, guys. Wash your damn hands. Wash them.